changing your life and even healing your body? Did you know you have an incredible power within you, capable of doing this? It's not magic. It's the power of your own subconscious mind. If you've watched my other videos, much of it is explained in them, and I teach you how to do this for yourself. Today we're diving deep into ancient wisdom and modern science to unlock this amazing potential. Stay with me, because what you're about to learn could be a total game changer. Think of your mind like a garden. Your conscious mind is the gardener, and your subconscious mind is the fertile soil. Whatever seeds or concepts you plant in this soil, if you leave them undisturbed, will absolutely grow. This is why the prime condition for any kind of miracle, as often mentioned in ancient texts, is faith. Now, faith isn't just wishful thinking. It's a deep inner knowing, a certitude that the idea you fully accept in your conscious mind will take root in your subconscious and become your reality. It's about accepting as true what your logical mind might question. It's a complete reliance on the inner power of your subconscious. There's a classic story that perfectly illustrates this. Two blind men approach a great teacher, asking to be healed. He asks them a simple question. Do you believe I am able to do this? They both replied, yes, we do. So he then touches their eyes and says, according to your faith, be it done unto you. And instantly and amazingly their eyes were opened. What do you think happened here? Is it the teacher who healed them, or themselves? The teacher was appealing directly to the subconscious minds of the blind men. Most healers today might say they heal others, but actually the healer is a conduit to guide you to healing yourself. In my documentary At the Heart of Healing on YouTube tells you this. Master healer Gregory Joseph, a 45-year veteran in this domain, talks about this in our documentary. Their faith was their powerful expectancy, that inner feeling that a miracle was about to happen. Their prayer was answered because they believed it would be. This is a technique used by healing groups all over the world, regardless of their specific beliefs. The teacher then tells them, see that no man know it. Why, you might ask, does he say this? Because discussing it with skeptics could plant seeds of doubt and fear, potentially undoing the healing. That will be the biggest hurdle you will have. People around who will destroy your faith you can heal. Do not give your power away to others who do not believe. That includes doctors. They do not have the power to choose if you live or die. When people came to this teacher, they were healed by their own faith, combined with his understanding of the subconscious mind's power. He and the person needing help were connected in the one universal subjective mind. His silent inner knowing changed the negative patterns in the patient's subconscious, and the healing was the automatic response. His commands were spoken with authority because he had absolute trust in the subconscious mind, his ability to respond. This isn't limited to ancient stories. Miraculous cures have been reported at shrines all over the world. Here's Joseph Murphy again. I once visited the famous Daibutsu shrine in Japan, where a giant bronze Buddha sits in deep meditation. I saw people of all ages making offerings money, fruit, rice. They lit candles, burned incense, and recited prayers. My guide pointed out a young girl. She had lost her voice, but had it restored at the shrine. She was there to give thanks. She had a simple faith that if she followed a certain ritual, fasted, and made offerings, she would be healed. This whole process, the ritual, the offerings, ignited her faith and expectancy, conditioning her mind to the point of absolute belief, and her subconscious mind responded to that belief. Joseph Murphy shared this incredible story about a relative of his who had severe tuberculosis. His son was determined to help him heal. He came home and told his father he'd met a monk who had sold him a piece of the true cross for a large sum of money. In reality, the young man had just picked up a splinter of wood from the street and had it set in a ring to look authentic. He fired up his father's imagination, telling him that many were healed just by touching this relic. The old man, filled with hope, snatched the ring, placed it on his chest, prayed silently, and fell asleep. The next morning, he was healed. All the medical tests came back negative. Now, we know it wasn't the splinter of wood that healed him. It was his own imagination, aroused to an intense degree, combined with the confident expectation of a perfect healing. This is how I healed a cyst on my back I had for years. I tell this story in previous video. Imagination and faith came together, and that union brought about the cure. His father never found out about the trick. If he had, the doubt might have caused a relapse. He lived for another 15 years, completely healthy. So what's the common denominator here? It seemed very clear that all these different schools of healing, from medicine to prayer therapy, produce wonderful results. There must be one underlying principle common to all of them, and that principle is the subconscious mind. The one process of healing is faith. Now let us look at how this really works. First off, you have two mental functions, and we've touched on this before. You have the conscious mind and the subconscious mind. Second, your subconscious mind is always responsive to the power of suggestion. This is easy to do. It takes a conscious shift, an awareness on your part to practice doing this. Even if you don't believe yet, stay with me now. And third, your subconscious mind has complete control over the functions, conditions, and sensations of your body. And I mean, it controls about 96% of all of your daily habits and actions and routines you keep doing. What we believe in our subconscious mind is who and what we are. In essence, who we will become. The subconscious mind is like a memory bank or a computer hard drive. Sadly, many of our failures in life are made by default. Your subconscious mind is a collection of your conditioned beliefs and old memories with all of your experiences from the time of conception until now. Now, I want you to ponder on this concept I'm sharing here. Why would a hypnotist be able to induce symptoms of almost any disease, make people act like fools, and so much more, just through giving someone a suggestion? He can suggest a person having a high temperature, feel sick, act like a chicken, or even become temporarily paralyzed if suggested. How in the world can he do this? You can hold a cup of cold water under a hypnotized person's nose. Tell them it's full of pepper. And what do you think will happen? They'll sneeze, of course. Was it the water or the suggestion that caused the sneeze? Could sickness also be emotional and possibly optional? So, according to my studies so far and what I believe in, I think this is probably the cause of many ailments, and it starts in the mind. And get this, if the cause is in the mind, this means the healing takes place in the mind. We see remarkable healings from osteopathic, chiropractic, holistic practitioners in various frequencies. Yes, frequencies. But all these healings are brought about by one thing that I can see. It's in the subconscious mind. It is not Jesus that healed. As Jesus even said, "You can do all that I do and even more." You are the only healer there is. Its gift was given to you, but many of us were never taught the real method that exists in all of us. We've been so distracted by social media stuff. That's why I'm sharing these teachings today. Just think about how your body heals a simple cut. It knows exactly what to do. The doctor might dress the wound, but they often say, nature heals it. Nature, in this case, refers to natural law, the law of the subconscious mind. Remember, you can talk to your cells and all body parts for that matter to heal. It will take action on your part to help it along. We know there are many different ways of healing, and so many out there claim their theory is the correct one because it produces results. Is that really true? If you think it could be, let's dive deeper. There's a story about a famous physician. His name was Franz Mesmer. Initially used magnets to cure diseases. Even looked into this decades ago. He claimed his cures were due to animal magnetism, projected from healer to patient. Do you believe he used the power of suggestion? The truth is, everyone is using the one universal power of the subconscious mind. Of course, each might have a different theory, and that's okay, but the process of all healing is a positive mental attitude, an inner way of thinking called faith. Faith has a huge role to play here. Healing happens because of a confident expectancy, which acts as a powerful suggestion to the subconscious mind, releasing its healing power. A wise man should consider that health is the greatest of human blessings, and learn how, by his own thought, to derive benefit from his own illness. Hippocrates. It's not that one person heals with a different power than another. There is only one process of healing, and that is faith. Faith, faith, and faith. Jesus gave you this faith. Now here's the caveat people hate to hear. You do not have to believe in Jesus to attain anything in life. You just need to believe. There is only one healing power, your subconscious mind. So you can select the theory and method you prefer. If it works for you, then why should I question it? If you truly have faith, you will get results. A famous 16th century alchemist called Paracelsus said it this way: whether the object of your faith be real or false, you will nevertheless obtain the same effects. Now, my suggestion to you is be very careful for what you asked for. So if you believe in a statue or a crystal, a cross, a pyramid, you will get the same effect as if you believed in the original saint. It's not superstition in the way we think of it. It's your faith that produces the miracle. Say this again. It's your faith that produces the miracle. True or false faith, it will always produce the same wonders. That's an important distinction to remember. That means even an atheist can heal. Crazy, eh? If you believe that the bones of a saint can heal you, or that certain waters have healing power, you will get results. Why? Because of the powerful suggestion you are giving to your subconscious mind. It is your subconscious that does the healing, not the object. I hope this is starting to make a little more sense to you. Now here's a story about a professor named Bernheim demonstrated this beautifully. He told a story of a man whose tongue was paralyzed. This story really caught my attention. After trying every treatment with no success, his doctor told him he had a new instrument that would surely heal him. He then put a simple pocket thermometer in the patient's mouth, of course to trick him in thinking it was a magic potion of sorts. The patient, thinking it was a miracle tool, suddenly exclaimed that he could move his tongue freely again. Bernheim demonstrated he could create a blister on a patient's neck just by sticking on a postage stamp and suggesting it was a fly plaster. Some doctors around the globe have confirmed that, just by suggesting it, you can actually change how your body works. A study that marked my life was the sugar pill, better known as the placebo effect. The idea of the placebo in modern times originated with H.K. Beecher. He evaluated 15 clinical trials concerned with different diseases and found that 35% of 1,082 patients were satisfactorily relieved by a placebo alone, the powerful placebo, 1955. Other studies have since calculated the placebo effect as being even greater than Beecher claimed. For a brief explanation, the placebo sugar pill was studied by doctors while tested on patients now for approximately 50 years. It was given to the patient with the understanding that it was real medication. To their surprise, as high as 35% of the patients would find positive results in healing just by having thought they were taking proper medication. That is very powerful. Today's studies tell us as high as 90% plus of diseases are caused by dis-ease. Some will always contradict these findings, but I challenge you to do your own research and believe you can heal. If it were between life and death, would you let a survey or doctor tell you you are going to die? Now, want to hear an even more dramatic story? Can a suggestion cause bleeding? One researcher told a hypnotized subject that at 4 o'clock, his nose would begin to bleed. And at the appointed hour, what do you think happened? It did. Now this one is even stranger. On another occasion, he traced a patient's name on his arms with a dull instrument. He then suggested that at 4 o'clock, the lines would bleed and the name would appear in letters of blood. There are people around the world who believe in the stigmata concept, the crucifixion of Jesus Christ. Stigmata, plural of stigma, refers to bodily wounds, scars, or pain that miraculously appear on a person. Corresponding to the crucifixion wounds of Jesus Christ's hands, feet, side, head, back. In Catholicism, it's seen as a sign of deep mystical union with Christ's suffering, often accompanied by ecstasy, and requires a life of heroic virtue. With St. Francis of Assisi being the first recorded case, and that's exactly what happened to this person. The letters were even visible 3 months later. These incredible phenomena demonstrate two things. Your subconscious mind is always receptive to suggestion, and it has perfect control over your body. That, my friend, is insane when you think about it. These examples are conclusive proof that as you think in your heart, in your subconscious mind, so you will become. Recap. The power is within you, all the time. It's not in a crystal, a statue, or another person. It's in your own belief, your own faith, and your own subconscious mind. The idea of a habit is something you do and don't know you're doing. Once you know you're doing it, it's not a habit anymore. It's a choice. Why not start planting seeds of health, success, and happiness, abundance, finding my soulmate, creating a business, having a better memory, more self-confidence, releasing anxiety, connecting to my higher self for answers. It is limitless on what you can ask for. Nurture them with faith and expectancy, and watch as your life transforms. Thank you so much for watching. If this resonated with you, please like, share, and subscribe for more insights into the power of your mind. Next time, we'll dive into mental healings in modern times. You won't want to miss it. It's going to be amazing. See you soon.